All right, Illini fans, after the big news that Kofi's coming back, let's take a look at the lineup with him in it. We are much better. At the point guard, Andre Cribello. I have no doubt that he will be the best point guard in college basketball. I think you guys will agree with me. I expect him to mature that much more basketball wise after this last year. And I think he's going to be a star point guard. And I think that if you are a high school recruit and you're going to be a senior next year, you might want to play with Andre Curbelo. I guarantee you, he can make you that much better. So, superstar point guard before he leaves Illinois, and thrilled to have him on the team. What a diamond in the rough. The backup position. We don't have a backup true point guard. We have people that can play the point, but they're not a true point. So we need one. Trent Frazier at the two guard. Now, Trent has taken several steps back on the offensive end to allow Io and Kofi to do their thing. So much respect to him for humbling himself, taking a few steps back, but concentrating on defense. Now is his shot to showcase his offense ability. He does have some. I have to imagine that this offseason he is working on his offensive game and he wants to showcase that to let everyone know that he has potential. So I'm expecting the best version of Trent Frazier we've ever seen. Do you agree? Austin Hutcherson, never seen him play. They claim he's the best athlete on the team, but he was hurt last year, back injury, didn't play at all. So it's an unknown. We don't know. Um, Brandon, for those of you that are old enough, I'm going to throw up the name Andy Kaufman. Are you old enough to remember Andy Kaufman? This Brandon kid reminds me of Andy Kaufman. I watched it. I never seen him play, except I watched a highlight. But I heard him interviewed, and when you hear the kid talk about how he wants to be the best player and how he's not scared, I'm telling you, he just made me think of Andy Kaufman. Andy Kaufman was fearless. He would shoot it, and I miss Andy Kaufman. Let me know in the comments if you remember Andy Kaufman. I think Brandon is is possibly going to be a better version than Andy Kaufman. I really believe that. Let me know in the comments what do you think. And if you don't know who Andy Kaufman is, find somebody who's old enough and ask them. All right, so but I don't expect him to be a backup to a backup. If Brandon is as good as I think he will be, I don't expect him to be a backup to a backup. I expect him to get on the court somehow. Alfonso Plummer, coming over from Utah. He likes to shoot the three, but he'll be in the Big Ten now. Big difference. Is he going to be able to shoot that many threes in the Big Ten? Hopefully he will. Hopefully he'll make more than he even did at Utah. That would be huge. So we're expecting something from Alfonso Plummer. We're expecting him to come on the team with Kofi dominating in the paint. He should have wide open threes. He could have a monster year at the 3 point line with Kofi coming back. He really could. DeMonte Williams. He didn't have the career that many of us hoped. We were hoping that he would have a career more like his dad, but offensively, it just hasn't happened. He plays good defense, and he did shoot threes better last year, but he didn't take many. He didn't take enough to even qualify. I don't believe so. For Demonte, I would love to see more threes taken. Let's see what his percentage is when he takes a lot more threes. Luke, good freshman. Let's see what he does. Let's see if he can show some kind of potential. I'm not expecting too much from him this year, but he's got height. He can shoot. So maybe he can get on the court, show something. Jacob Granderson. Last year he started and he was a role player. This year, is he going to be a role player or is he going to be more of a factor on the offensive end? We shall see. But if the freshmen are as good as we hope they are, I have to imagine that they're going to earn a start over Jacob Granderson. We shall see. But what do you guys expect from Jacob Granderson? What are you expecting? For him to continue to be a glue guy, a role player? Or do you think he can do something more than that? Coleman Hawkins. This guy, he has heart, he has dedication, and I think the talent could be there, but we didn't get to see enough last year. But this year, I expect to see him and to really see what his potential could be. And hopefully, it's very good. Coleman Hawkins kind of reminds me of Joakim Noah in the sense of hustle, heart, dedication. I don't know. He just gives me that kind of vibe. But hopefully, he's better offensively than he was. Hopefully, he can play defense like Jakeem did and can rebound as good as he did. That would be amazing. RJ Melendez, another freshman. Um, you know, freshman. What can you really expect from them, really? Unless they're a superstar freshmen. Other than that, you really can't expect too much. But we shall see what he does. Benjamin. Um, I mean, what can you what can you say? I mean, where's Waldo? Where's Benjamin? I don't think we see him too much. Here we go with the big one. Starting at center, Kofi and backup Omar. Omar has to be saying, what the heck, dude? I came to Illinois thinking I was going to be the starter, but now I'm back to the bench for another year. Wow. And Brandon backing them up. He's a real skinny dude, Brandon is. Really skinny. I just don't see him doing anything again. I would love to be surprised. I would love to be shocked. So for Omar, the way this benefits him though, you get to go up against Kofi in practice. If that doesn't make you better, shame on you. This should make Omar a much better center going against Kofi, the best center in the country. Now, I do have some concern with Kofi coming back, and that is this. He now knows that the NBA needs him to be able to hit a little jumper and to be a better passer. I have no problem with him being a better passer, but I don't want to see him taking jump shots and missing them just to try to improve his jump shot game during the regular season. So in other words, I don't want his desire to make it to the NBA supersede the desire for the team to be as good as they can be. So I don't want a scenario where, hey, they need to see me make some kind of jumper. So I'm gonna go out there, even though I could dominate in the paint. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just shoot jumpers, and then I might make 30% of them, and we lose. But I'm working on my game, so I can go to the NBA. I sincerely hope that doesn't happen. You got the off season right now to practice every single day on jump shooting, little jump shots. You can practice that every single day in the off season. You can even practice it during the season in practice. But when you get in a real game, you want to take the little jumper, you make it cool. But if you are shooting horrible, please don't lose the game over it. Get back into the paint and just dunk on people because that's a skill too. As far as being able to pass, I love that. We all know that he's been called the black hole. Give him the ball, you don't see it. He's really bad on recognizing double teams. So if he can improve in that area, that's going to take him to another level. There's a third thing I always mention with him. He doesn't mention this, but head fakes. If Kofi would head fake, he would draw so many fouls. It would be I'm telling you, if Kofi head faked, he would draw the most fouls in college basketball. The only problem is he can't shoot free throws. That's another thing he needs to work on. So he's got of things to work on. His free throw shooting, his passing, developing a little jump shot within 15 feet. So he's got lots of work to do, but he's got an off season to get going on that. And hopefully, at the end of the day, he does what's best for the team and himself and his teammates, and everything else will take care of itself at the end of the day. So thrilled to have him back. And now, where do the Illini factor in the Big Ten? Let's be reasonable. Do we have a superstar player on the team who could dominate? Yes, his name is Kofi. We have that. The center position. That is no joke. And is Omar Payne a better backup than we've had? Quite possibly, but we'll see. Um, so yeah, he's back. All right. So anyway, those are my thoughts about the team. So let me know your thoughts about the team, and also, real quick, Jaden Epps gives Illini a dangerous backcourt in 2022, so he's 100% committed. So we got another player, so that's cool. I'll take it. We got Sincere Harris and Epps. Jaden Epps and Sincere Harris will be the backcourt in 2022. They say it could be very dangerous. I like the sounds of that. So, all right, ILL. That's right, I and I.